welcome to the Beauty Dish. Today I am reviewing every Paula's Choice product that I have ever used. So don't worry, this review will not take an hour. It's a limited number. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10 products I'm going to talk about. So I'll move fairly quickly, but I will still give you all the information that I think you're going to want and that you're going to need if you're interested in Paula's Choice. If you're not all that familiar with Paula's Choice, I'm going to give you a quick little rundown. It's a skincare line that was started by Paula, and she's a woman who kind of built her career on reviewing beauty products. Her moniker is and was the Cosmetics Cop, and she wrote a book called Don't Go to the Cosmetics Counter Without Me, the original beauty Bible, and it's gone through multiple editions, and she started a website where she really breaks down the ingredients in products and just gives a really straight assessment, like what does this ingredient do, is it effective, that kind of thing. It's a really helpful resource. She calls it the Beautypedia, and it's now part of her site that also sells her own line, Paula's Choice. She started her line in 1995, so it actually has been around a long time. I didn't realize it was that old until I kind of just went and checked out the background for this video. But she is actually not a dermatologist or a doctor of any kind. I looked, the information, about Paula, I kind of expected a little more. It doesn't go into detail, but basically she's just been doing this as, her vocation that she's turned into a business, and investigating products. And of course she has a research team to keep up the product reviews, as well as develop her skincare line, Paula's Choice, already. But I really like that they push the idea of research-backed ingredients. All of these products that they develop, and they have many products, they're all based around proven effective ingredients. So that's what you're going to get when you order a Paula's Choice product. The other thing that I really love about Paula's Choice is that they claim to be 100% irritant-free. So they say their products contain no fragrances or dyes, and I love that. I don't think fragrance has any place on my face, especially around my crazy sensitive eyeballs. I do wear perfume, and I want to smell my perfume, not my makeup and my skincare. Now, in case you're afraid that this is going to be all raves and glowing hearts and flowers, it's really not. Like I said, actually I don't have 10 products, I have 9 to talk about. Of the products I've tried, they have definitely not all worked for me, and some of them are on the iffier side. So I will explain that to you. So this is not a total love fest here. I'm very critical about my skincare. I do my research, and I take it upon myself to find great products, not just believe the marketing that a company, that a brand kind of throws at me. Still, saying all that, I really do like and appreciate Paula's Choice, and I continue to buy their products, especially the ones that I really like. So let me just start in. I'm going to start in with my favorite thing, and that's the Resist Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum. So this is an antioxidant serum, and this is a really important thing to have in your skincare routine. Antioxidants fight just all the gross stuff that comes at your face. to go in layman's terms, but like pollution, even sun. It helps your sunscreen work better. This cannot replace sunscreen, but it's an important component in fighting off the damage of the UVA and UVB rays. So this is a really kind of thick, it's kind of a thick and goopy gel-like serum, and this is a brand new one, so it's never been opened, so I'm not going to open it now and let the air in, I'm sorry, to show you the consistency, but it's kind of thick and goopy. So if you have more oily skin, this kind of might gross you out a little bit. You put it on and you really do have to let it sink in for maybe 3 to 5 minutes. I'll put this on, then I'll put some lotion on my body, then I'll finish putting stuff on my face, just to really let it get in there, and I really massage it in. However, I've also been using this little sample that I got of the Resist C15 Super Booster. So this is a vitamin C concentrate, and you can put this in whatever product you're using. I put it in the antioxidant serum because I think I've seen in other reviews that other people do that, or even on the Paula's Choice website, it does suggest doing that. So I just put a little blob of this and 2 drops of this, and I mix them together in the morning and put it on my face. So in effect, this thins out the really goopy serum. Also, they have another version of this that's called Light. It's just the exact same ingredients, but in a lighter texture, I think, for people who are oily and who don't want anything that feels oily on their face. Understandable. Now, as far as the vitamin C goes, vitamin C, it's an antioxidant, and it does all those things, but it's also a really effective ingredient in evening out texture and skin tone. It's one good thing that can sort of fight pigment and dark spots. It's not like a replacement for some of those more powerful ingredients that really target dark spots deep down, but it really does help with that, and it's a great little wrinkle fighter. Okay, next up I have Paula's Choice Resist Sunscreen. It's Cellular Defense Daily Moisturizer with SPF 25 and antioxidants. So this Resist line, which is where the serum comes from as well, is her kind of marquee anti-aging line. And within that line, she has products that are more suited to dry skin versus oily skin, but the real focus is on anti-aging ingredients. And I was really, really excited about this sunscreen. It's an all mineral sunscreen, so that's titanium dioxide, 8%, and a mineral sunscreen is good because it's totally non-irritating. It's also supposed to be an effective moisturizer. This got great reviews on the website, which, by the way, there are tons of customer reviews you can read, and that's also really helpful. It's a great website. But I didn't like this, and I would not repurchase it. Even though I'm extremely dry, it feels too greasy. It doesn't ever fully absorb and dry down, and you kind of feel, it's not like there's a film over your face, but there's, okay, maybe there's a bit of a greasy film, and that seems just crazy for someone who's as dry as I am, and I was trying this out in the winter when I'm at my driest. So I didn't love this. I didn't return it because I still use it like on my neck, or I'll put it on first thing in the morning, like just before I go out to walk the dog. So it's not like my all-day sunscreen, it's just my like little extra sunscreen, and that's what I kind of do to the sunscreens that don't make the grade for actually wearing on my face. Okay, next up, I have the Moisture Boost Hydrating Treatment Cream. This I bought a long, long time ago, and I was sorely disappointed with it. I bought it during a time when I was extremely dry, and I just needed some help. I thought this could work as, actually this is billed as something to use at night. Actually, it doesn't say that on here. You can use anything, anytime, of course, but it seemed to me like it would be a good night cream, but something that I could also wear in the day when I'm just extremely dry, and it just doesn't cut it. It feels like any kind of no-frills moisturizer, and it does not hydrate me enough. It's just not enough. And this is from the Moisture Boost line, which is the special line for dry skin, so I found that so disappointing. Okay, that was some negative stuff. Let's kind of change course to some stuff I do quite like. So, we have Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 8% AHA Gel. This is a glycolic acid exfoliant. It is kind of a light, non-goopy, like, unlike the antioxidant serum, it's non-goopy. That's a technical term, non-goopy, but it is, you know, it is still sticky like a gel. So since that is like acid, let me just get that off my hand. But this is something that you can use daily. You can use it 2 times a day if you build up a tolerance to that. And I use it pretty much every morning. I find that it doesn't irritate me. When I first started using it, I got a little bit of stinging when I first put it on, which dissipated very quickly, and now I don't sting at all. So for me, it's a gentle chemical exfoliant, because these days I'm not so much a fan of using exfoliants with you know, little sandy grains, or, you know, mechanical exfoliants. That's the word I'm looking for. So as a daily exfoliant, this is fantastic. They also have a BHA version, which is BHA uses salicylic acid, and that's better if you are fighting off clogged pores and acne all the time. The glycolic is more targeted towards rebuilding collagen and kind of working on fine lines and aging. But both are good for exfoliation and just kind of renewing your skin. So I think those are both great products. I actually have used, I've only used the BHA one in sample form. That's another thing. When you order, you get free samples, and you can also buy samples if you want more, and they're cheap, like 50 cents, $1 for a sample of something. You know, it can be worth it, so that's really nice too. Okay, along the same lines, more exfoliants. So I kind of went all Paula's Choice crazy in the last couple months, and I purchased both the Resist weekly treatments. So these are kind of just stronger, pumped up versions of the one I just showed you. So I'll start with the glycolic one. This has 10% alpha hydroxy acid. So that's AHA again, primarily glycolic acid, and it says weekly resurfacing. So it's meant to not be used every day, obviously. So once a week. But a lot of the reviews I read, people were saying, I can use this every day, or, you know, 3 times a week. So, and even on Paula's Choice website, it does say you can use it more often. So I use it once a week, although I could use it more often. The very first time I used it, a little bit of stinging. Now I feel no stinging at all. It's about the same consistency as this one that I showed you. I expected very dramatic results, because this is kind of like the strongest, you know, weekly mask-like treatment, but it's much more mild. So if you're afraid, if you're sensitive, if you're, you know, things have, you know, kind of made you sting or caused problems in the past, you still might be able to use this. I mean, obviously you might want to try the weaker versions first, but these weekly treatments are not as intense as I think they're billed to be, and I was very surprised. Because my skin is so dry, I have to be careful, but I have no problem using this. I also have the BHA one, and this is 4% BHA. You know, it's not equivalent. Like, this was 10% AHA, this is 4%. It doesn't mean this is weaker, it's just that BHA and AHA need to be in different concentrations, ideally. Okay. I do not have acne really, but like anyone, you know, I get like whiteheads, and I get clogged pores, and I get, you know, just little bumps springing up. And the thing is, with me, I get bumps, and I can't really like extract anything from them, and then they don't go away, and I'm just left with like a perma bump on my skin, and I don't like that. And maybe that's expecting too much, but I was hoping this would help with that. So I use this once a week, and I use this once a week. So that's like 2 nights a week I'm doing one of these things. And in, let's see, about 6 weeks of using them, I have not seen any difference in any of my like weird bumps. I still think I get, you know, a pimple every now and then, which I was hoping that would be sort of mitigated by this stuff. And it's really not. Still, saying that, I think they are doing a really nice job of keeping my skin smooth and exfoliated and kind of, you know, turning over the dead skin cells. So I almost never use a scrub, a mechanical exfoliant anymore. I just use my chemical exfoliants, and I think my skin is looking fantastic, and it feels smooth and exfoliated. Okay, I have 2 more products to talk about, and the next one I don't have because I returned it. And I'm sure I showed this in the haul when I got it, but it is the, I'm just looking at the name over here, Skin Recovery Hydrating Treatment Mask. So this is it's kind of continuing the theme of this guy. It's supposed to be a super moisturizing product that I found to be not terribly moisturizing at all. So, you know, it's called a mask, and you're supposed to be able to put it on, you know, and for like 20 minutes and then take it off, and you'll be, you know, wonderfully hydrated. It just feels like a cream. It has, you know, just a nice thick night cream, and not super thick, but, you know, a nice rich night cream. That's how it feels, and it absorbs into the skin. So unlike a mask that is going to sit on the surface that you can then take off, you can't really take it off. I mean, you would have to goop it, like goop it on yourself with like lots of excess to have it not absorb into your skin. So I was pretty perplexed by that. And I had heard from watching other reviews that you could just leave it on all night as a great kind of night cream, kind of shield for your dry skin. That's what I wanted. I put it on at night. In the morning, I'd still be dry. I like my Aveeno eczema cream much, much better as a shielding, protective night cream. So that was just a total fail for me, and I'm a little perplexed by the consistency. It's just like a lotion, a cream. So not a mask, cannot recommend that one. Okay, the last product is something that I do like and that a lot of you might really find to be useful. It is the Gentle Touch Makeup Remover. So I used up the bottle. This is empty. I had to pull it out of my empties bag. But this is gentle. I had a hard time finding an eye makeup remover that didn't sting my eyes. And I have since found other ones. Like, I like Bioderma. That works for me. The Clinique Take the Day Off makeup remover. It's a dual phase one. Works really, really well. Even the Neutrogena gentle one doesn't sting my eyes. That one's okay. This is probably the nicest feeling on your eyes, just in terms of not going to irritate anybody. I mean, I can't guarantee that, obviously, but I feel like this is just super gentle, and if you're super sensitive, this could be something to try. This one, I believe, is about $11. It's not cheap, but you could also pay more for a good makeup remover. My only criticism is that it does not take it all off. You have to really hold it on there for a while, and even then you're going to have some residue. You either have to go in again, or you rely on your face cleanser to take away kind of the rest of your makeup residue. So it's not an amazing like makeup eraser, but to have that you might need to use a lot harsher ingredients. So I think this is a really great product for people who need something super, super gentle for their eyes. Well, that video might be longer than I'd hoped for, but doesn't that always happen with my videos? Okay, so just to sum up some more stuff about Paula's Choice, they do not test on animals, and they do not use ingredient suppliers that test on animals. They're totally against that, which I do really like. They have a money-back guarantee so that you can return anything within 60 days and get all your money back, which is fantastic, although you will have to pay yourself to send the product back to them. So, that's, what are you going to do? That's not bad. It's still a good deal. And like I said, samples are great. I think the prices are really reasonable, and I think there's something for everyone, and I think it's really easy to kind of navigate on their site and zero in on what you're looking for based on your skin type or your needs. So I have a coupon code in my down bar in the information box for $10 off your first order. Now, I am not an affiliate of Paula's Choice. I am not doing this review to like try to get her business. It was largely negative. If you were paying attention. But and anyone can do this referral deal. It's a referral program. So if you use my code and you're a first-time customer, you'll get $10 off, and then I will get a credit for $10 in my Paula's Choice account. Then you will get an offer from Paula's Choice saying, hey, if you want to refer friends, then you'll get the $10 off code. So you can do this too. Anyone can join the Paula's Choice referral program. So I'm not an affiliate. I'm not trying to push this on you. I've never been an affiliate of anything, so I feel kind of weird saying this now. I've never had a coupon code for anything on my channel. But I like Paula's Choice a lot, and this referral program is something anyone can do. You can do it too. So use my code if you are interested, and even if you're not a first-time orderer, I used a code when I had already ordered from Paula's Choice. So maybe just try it. It might work. I don't know. It's worth a try. So that is down there, and everything I talked about is down there, as well as links to some of my recent videos in case you missed them. And please subscribe to my channel. I have more Lust versus Must coming up. I'm reviewing some new products, and some of them are not great, unfortunately. Lately, I feel like I've been having really bad luck with makeup. So please subscribe if you're not already, and if you are, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate your support and your time, and have a wonderful day.